My friend's super creepy camping story. So tonight, me and my longtime friend of mine went to a diner, as we pretty much do every week. We ate burgers, talked about the upcoming UFC fight, got some beers, and then finally sat down on my porch and then talked about random things. My buddy is big into camping and hunting trips, and always tells me stories about what he's seen and the nice places I should visit for myself. But tonight was different. For whatever reason, we began to talk all about those shitty monster hunt shows we all see on TV where they never find anything. And he then asked me if I believed in Sasquatch. I'm a pretty open-minded guy, and I can say personally I do not, but I would still be open to the idea. I mean, we find new species every day. So, he began telling me about his hunting trip he went on with two of his friends in the far north of the US a few years ago, and they saw something that really freaked them out. Keep in mind that my friend is one of the most level-headed people I know, even in the craziest of situations. He told me that during their trek, they saw a blood trail, so they thought maybe it was a wounded animal. So they followed it a couple of feet into a clearing, and there they saw it. A fully male moose torn open, gutted and mounted on a downed tree, with its feet dangling about 4 feet from the ground. Now I don't know how many of you know much about moose, but these things when fully grown weigh at least 2,000 pounds and could stand easily at 5 feet high, just at your shoulder. So whatever put it up there had to have been pretty big. At first I thought what he thought. Logic would point to a bear. But then he got more into detail, which I wish he hadn't. They began to look at the moose, and more, and look around the surrounding area, and he had noticed the guts were taken out and thrown a few feet away. They went on with the theory of the bear because a bear would eat the whole animal. It wouldn't just gut the thing and scoop out the guts and toss them. He thereafter explained that there was blood in multiple locations, which made it seem as if it would, whatever killed it, would rip off a chunk and move away, eat it, and then go back for more, which again doesn't sound like a bear. At which point one of his buddies said, maybe there's more than one, which really freaked him out. Not only was this large animal hanging from a tree, gutted, but the organs under the rib cage were gone, with the rib cage still intact, which means whatever killed it had to have also gone under the rib cage to get them to consume them. At this point, I'm even getting freaked out. So then, a few things didn't add up. How did it manage to stay up in there? You would figure gravity would do its job. Nope. The worst part is that these things' arms and back were so broken in such a way that it would stay up and not slip off, and there was a wide open spread eagle. He didn't end it there, telling me it had one bite on its neck, which probably is what did the poor guy in. God, I hope so. So we sat there and went back and forth trying to think of how it got there, and a lot of things pointed to different animals since there were no bullet holes in it, and it was torn, not cut open. But the question remains, how the hell did a 2,000-pound moose wind up 6 feet in the air? Look, I'm not the toughest guy in the world, but I have seen some shit. But had I seen that, I think I would have gone screaming out of the woods. Even my friend, who spent the whole week prior just sitting outside by a campfire, spent the night inside the cabin because he did not want to be in the woods with whatever did that. The only way he could explain it was, I didn't feel threatened, but I felt like I shouldn't be there and I have to leave immediately. So we are stumped, and we just want to see what you guys think could have done that to that moose. And before you say prank, believe me, it's what I want to believe. It was in a very remote part of the woods where not many people go. So what do you think it was? I'm going to try and head off to bed and not have nightmares for the rest of my life. I hate him telling me this. It's fucking 2 o'clock in the morning.